also well-deserved, Monty, that American League Comeback Player of the Year award. Nice for him to get that recognition when you think about how far he's come. The bounce back from the injury in 2016, but also just the highs and lows of his career in Kansas City.
And I think if you look at what he was able to do last year, maybe took a lot of people by surprise just because coming back from that injury, I don't think the Royals really counted on him to play every day early in the season, but due to their offensive woes, Mike Moustakas swinging the bat extremely well. They had to have him in that lineup, and I think he proved to a lot of people, including himself, that he was healthy enough and maybe ahead of schedule. Where would he have been last year without that injury? Who knows? But this year would certainly know that he proved that he was a bona fide power guy.
And in the end, it's not like this is a total shock. The surprise is because he had been out for so much of 2016. But in the end, he ended up being what was hoped, what was expected. This was the guy that the Royals believed from day one could one day set that single-season home run record. But he also changed his approach and has really matured over the years too, hasn't he?
Yeah, and I think a lot of players, once you get comfortable playing in the major leagues, you have the ability to go out and do some things like that. You can experiment a little bit. You can work on hitting the ball the other way like he did a few years ago. You can work on changing your launch. You can do a lot of things. Once you feel comfortable, once you're established as a major league player, certainly he was established, and he made really all those things work to his benefit. And now, as a result, being a free agent, he's a great position.
And I like, too, that, you know, this is a guy that you go a few years back where teams, remember opening day in Detroit, they had that crazy shift that doesn't seem crazy anymore because we started seeing it not just for Moose but for many players. And suddenly Moose, known as a pull hitter, had to figure out what's the best way to adjust to this. Do I change? Do I force them to change? And he started to make those adjustments and began making that a part of his game.
Yeah, and I don't care if you're talking about a game-to-game adjustment or a season-to-season adjustment. When you see Mike Moustakas, I remember when he laid down some bunts, actually. He's the last guy on the roster probably, maybe other than Salvador Perez, you would think would be bunting, but certainly played to his benefit.